I remember thinking at the time, no, I don't ever want to be the general manager. It sounded so boring to me. I was in sales and conference services.
Your best.
Every time I walked into a GM's office, this was in the day of like paper. You printed everything. And there were just mounds and stacks of paper on every general manager's desk. And it was just, P&L statements. And they were always looking at these P&L statements. And I was just like, what's in there? And the way I look at it now is, that those statements tell me a story. So I tell the story about what happened, or from a forecasting perspective, what I believe will happen, and then provide the data and explanation as to why I'm saying what I'm saying. So I think it just felt very accountant-like. It was a lot more militaristic, maybe. And yeah, it didn't seem like they were doing a lot of things that were fun and engaging with the employee population and the customers so much. They were more just in their office, and they were always it seemed like either with human resources or accounting. I don't know. It was just weird. And I just remember thinking, I don't want to do that. That seems boring. But I also think now that I've done it, I bet I could talk to 7 of my general manager friends here in the city and ask them, like, how do you spend your day? And they would give me 7 different answers, because I think it's a style thing.
How do you spend your day?
Yeah, well, it sort of depends on where I'm needed. So today, Danny, the marketing person, said that I was needed here to do this.
And here we are.
Here we are. But, on Monday and Tuesday, I was down in Florida, working with a group, ALHI, Associated Luxury Hotels International, which we're part of that. And there were 250 people there, and it was an educational conference, as well as half of the folks there were customers, and introducing them to me, our director of sales, and, our product if they source business for San Francisco, and talking a little bit about the city and talking about the product and, what kind of programs do they put on, and would this be a fit for them? And if not me, maybe I knew somebody that it would be a good fit for. So it was really just a lot of networking. I spent, those 2 days doing that, and I'm currently sitting as the chairman of the board for SF Travel. So I'm spending a little bit of time there talking about, how we sort of move the needle forward with regards to our citywide production. How do we get, any relevant press that would help boost the city from a tourism perspective? Are we getting that messaging out? So I was in Australia earlier this year. They're just coming back from China. We're headed to, I think, London later in the year. So, it's a lot of that, we're talking about San Francisco. We're talking about the benefits of San Francisco, why this is a great place to visit, all of the things that you can do when you're here, in addition to your meetings or events or whatever the case is.